Time me up. Now I look better. No, you don't dress up to eat lobster, you just eat lobster.
Like, this is the tail, and it really takes a lot of work to take the tail apart, but you have to be very careful because you want all of the meat when you're doing it, every bit of it. So you squeeze it and then you pull it apart, and it's the best part of the lobster.
It's very limited, but they can kind of get a little sensation out of that, so they go right to sleep.
Lobster fishery used to extend right down to Virginia, but it's moved up as far as the Long Island Sound is sort of the southern boundary of the lobster kingdom now, because the water is getting so warm that the lobsters are gradually moving north. And that's one of the reasons why our Nova Scotia catches have been so strong in the last few years, is because although it may not seem like a lot to us, our water temperature has gone up 1 degree, which is just small, but for lobster kingdom, that's a big thing. So global warming is definitely having an impact on the lobster fishery. Father, was sort of his dream, and he dug a hole in the ground in May of 1946, and on August 24th of the same year, just a few months later, it opened for its first dance, and then the lobster supper soon followed suit.
So that's where the Shore Club was born. It was also born sort of in the roaring big band era of the 1940s following the war, and everybody was in a good mood. So it also doubled as a dance hall, which has been going every Saturday night in the summer since 1946. And it hasn't really skipped a beat. The music venue and the music type has changed and evolved with everyone, but it's always been a very popular success with people.
But it takes half an hour to eat a lobster, and you have to really enjoy getting into it, and not everybody does. But
what's your favorite?
Oh, my favorite is the claw because it's the sweetest and the most tender part of it. Yeah, it's very, very good. And it's a lot of fun to try to get it out.
That's what we sell. I think we sell Nova Scotia quite well, and what Nova Scotia I think is really known for, one of our greatest exports, is certainly lobster. And that's what we do here. We sell lobster primarily. I think it's the freshest. I mean, if you actually understand the lobster, I've done some studies in biology and my master's in lobster actually. But if you look at where lobster thrives the best, it's actually just slightly south from here down the south shore of Nova Scotia. And the best lobster in the world and the most bountiful lobster in the world comes from about the Shelburne to Yarmouth area. And I think that's why people come here. Mussels in here.
I'm Jordan Harnish, and I'm a lobster fisherman. I was getting up at 3:40 every morning and going in the boat.
By yourself?
By myself, every day of the week.
You fish by yourself all winter long?
Not all winter, no. The spring. In May, I was going by myself. Trying to make a little extra money, and then I'd become, when I get home, putting a lawnmower on the back of my truck, and I'd get home, 5 o'clock, then putting a lawnmower on my truck, go mowing lawns until dark. I'm gonna get bigger gear next year, so I can catch more lobsters, but I've been fishing for, I'd say 6 years. I fished 5 years with my father and 1 year by myself. Out with nature, I guess, It's nice, you're not stuck in no office desk.
It's Nova Scotia at its finest.